As we count down towards the start of school, we're spending some time with your local superintendents to get an idea of exactly what back to school looks like in different cities and towns. And today we have the pleasure of hearing from Jody Goeler. He's the superintendent of schools in Hamden. Mr. Goeler, thank you so much for your time and speaking with us today. We really appreciate it.
Sure.
And so the first question on a lot of people's minds, what model will Hamden Public Schools be following this year? Hybrid, full in-person, or full distance learning? And why did you all make that decision?
We're beginning the year with a hybrid plan. We began planning for the hybrid plan back in June. So we're 3 months into a hybrid plan. And the reason for that is as we began to survey our families, we saw that more children would and more parents would send their children to school with a hybrid plan. So if the goal is to get more students acclimated back to a brick and mortar plan or brick and mortar environment, we felt a hybrid plan would do that.
And with that said, with that hybrid plan, how are classrooms going to look different for elementary, middle, and the high school? What are the classrooms going to look like?
Well, elementary school students will be going to school 4 days a week for 5.5 hours. And one day there'll be a rotation where students will be in a remote learning environment. Middle school is similar to the high school where students go to school 2 days a week in a cohort. And so the A group goes in 2 days a week, the B group goes in the other 2 days, and then we have a 5th day of remote learning for all students, for students 7 through 12.
Another question, what will sports look like this year? Are there going to be sports in Hamden Public Schools this year?
Right now, we think so. I know that's been a moving target, and I feel really bad for our students who are our student athletes who are looking to participate in sports. I think the real piece is it healthy for us to engage our students in an athletic program? And I feel as though if anyone can do that safely, schools can. So I'm optimistic that we'll have an athletic program this year, and it will be done safely and with the expertise of our coaches.
Right now, are there any additional resources for teachers or any additional support for teachers coming back into the classroom?
Well, again, we have 3 additional days of professional development to help teachers get acclimated to the hybrid environment. We have a lot of technology, obviously with the remote learning part of the plan. Technology is really critical. So teachers will have the technology they need, the Wi-Fi they need, and that's also tied with students having that access as well. All students have Chromebooks and laptops. We've actually helped families with Wi-Fi service as well over the past several months. So I would say technology is going to be the real key factor to ensuring teachers have what they need and students and families have what they need.
Mr. Goeler, what do you think is the most important thing you'd like parents to know going into this school year?
Again, I think we're all anxious, and I think we have to understand that we're anxious, that things will look different. However, the primary goal for all of us on the reopening committee, the subcommittees, all the work that's been done over the past 3 months has been done with one goal in mind: to ensure that everybody comes back safely, and that we have been working with our district health, our health district to help us with plans around testing and contact tracing to ensure that we have a fluid system from the teacher in the classroom to our public health system.
Well, that's all the time we have today. Mr. Goeler, once again, we want to thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.